Whether you deal with professional singers, amateurs you hired on Fiverr, or a cappellas, using trusted vocal processing methods will turn your mix from sounding like a karaoke version into pro mixdown. Recording quality takes a huge part, so before you start mixing, make sure that the vocal isn't recorded too hard, has no clicks and pops, and as little room echo as possible. Can't count how many times people send me vocals recorded in empty, untreated room with input turned all the way up, and believe me, no matter how good the tips in this video will be, they won't fix bad recording. So we got this acapella here, and by looking at it, I can already pick the red flag. The quality is fine, but as it moves forward in the arrangement, the singer gets louder and louder. If your first thought was, hey, just apply compression, then you were wrong. Once compressor is used on signal with big differences in volume, there also would be big differences in gain reduction and character.
I see you looking, baby, you could fit right here in my arms. Good life, so turn up with me.
Long story short, you get the same uneven sound, but with compression on. You don't always need to make perfect volume automations. Just make sure that you even big differences and spikes.
Baby, you could fit right here in my arms, and we could travel to the stars tonight.
After doing so, my next go-to step is to use an emulation of classic 1176 to add some bite and even the vocal. Use high ratio, fast attack, fast release, and then reduce it not more than 2 to 3 dB for the loudest peaks.
And we could travel to the stars tonight. Let's hook it up on the moon, live the good life. So turn up with me.
Shaping the tone is yet another crucial part, but many people tend to overdo it. The main reason is that they EQ vocals in solo. There are some go-to zones to focus your adjustments at, like removing low and rumble from 20 to 80 Hz, adding warmth or removing mud at 100 to 300 Hz.
Baby, we could take a rocket to Mars, and how long?
Erasing boxiness in 350 to 600.
I'm on a mission, baby, we could take a rocket to Mars.
Adding presence in 1 to 3.5 kHz.
Baby, you could fit right here in my arms. Hold on, just wait a minute.
Or adding air by boosting 10 to 20k.
And how long till you admit it?
But once again, be aware to always make those adjustments in context.
Hold on, just wait a minute. I'm on a mission, baby, we could take a rocket to Mars.
Just like with all the dynamic source, vocals may include resonances. It is hard to deal with them by using generic EQ, but luckily, Rezo removes them in seconds. The easiest way is to put it on your vocal track and click Calculate Targets. Rezo automatically detects frequency buildups and suggests dynamic notes with already set and adjusted bandwidth. Obviously, you can find and remove them on your own, and it is as simple as holding Control and scanning through Spectrum Visualizer. Then, just double-click to create a note and adjust the amount of reduction.
We could travel at the speed of light.
To lock note into place while adjusting, hold Control again.
I'm on a mission, baby, we could take a rocket to Mars. I'm on a mission, baby, we could take a rocket to Mars.
EQ and resonance removal will help you to not trigger the final compressor with weird frequency peaks and wrong areas. You can also add de-esser before going into dynamics control, since at least for me, sibilance is the most annoying sound ever. And I don't want to exaggerate it even more. There are a variety of different compressor types and settings to use in this stage. Since the video title promised you a simple method, I'm gonna use the good old trusty LA2A. With smooth attack and release, it adds fullness and character to the vocal.
Right here in my arms, and we can travel to the stars tonight. Let's hook it up on the moon, live the good life.
If that's not what you're looking for, here are some trusted settings to apply to any compressor. Fast attack, around 5 milliseconds, will thicken your vocals. But be careful to not squash your transients. Start with medium release time around 40 milliseconds and then go from there. Faster release kills quieter phrases, but with really slow one, you will lose the impact of the vocal. Chances are that even if you nailed tone and dynamic aspects, there are still some issues with your vocals not cutting through the mix. That applies especially with the common 2-track mixing technique in rap music where you don't have access to individual stems. Luckily, as a producer of this track, I have full control over single instruments, yet there is still an issue with this ARP fighting with vocal.
Let's hook it up on the moon, live the good life.
I could cut conflicting areas with EQ, but once the ARP will play without vocal, the missing frequencies can cause thinner sound. Using Fuser to deal with those conflicts is a way better solution. After putting Fuser on ARP track, I'm choosing vocal group as sidechain source.
Admit it, I see you looking, baby.
The display here is showing conflicting areas, so let's create a node and make it a mid one.
Up on the moon, live the good life.
Next, I'm using Delta feature to audition which frequencies are being removed.
Do you admit it? I see you looking, baby. You can fit right here in me.
I will make the attack slower to let the ARP transients pass through a little bit.
I see you looking, baby.
And then maybe add another node to control higher region more.
Let's hook it up on the moon, live the good life. On a mission, baby, we can take a rocket to Mars. And how long? Do you admit it? I see you looking, baby, you can fit right here in my arms. And we can travel to the stars tonight. Let's hook it up on the moon, live the good life. We can take a rocket to Mars. And how long? Do you admit it? I see you looking, baby, you can fit right here in my arms. And we can travel to the stars tonight. Let's hook it up on the moon, live the good life.
If you ask me, every single song should include vocal, even in a form of simple phrase, vocal chop, and ideally a short hook to make it memorable for your listeners. But what's the point of using vocals if they gonna sound bad? I hope that after watching this video, bad sounding vocals won't be your problem anymore. Once again, with a good sounding performance, the processing should be simple and correlated with the context of your whole mix. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to know more about how to use Fuser and Rezo, make sure to check all the videos on our channel. Till the next time.